All right, we're here. Old versus new part 2. 03 Ram 2500 versus the 73 Dodge custom D300. So we're gonna start them both, and you decide which one sounds better, which one starts better. This one got a new carb and everything. Door is fucking frozen shut, but we had freezing rain, so we'll deal with that later. So Dodge Ram first. This guy is nice and warm. $50 years old, and the door is frozen on the other side. Just want to reiterate, make sure that so what was an easier start? Fuel injection versus carburetor. What do you think? Which one sounds better? You remember that? How effortless that was to start with minimal adjustment. Well, not minimal. We set the idle screws, set the actual idle screw and the idle mixture screws and the high idle, but you guys didn't see that. Manual choke. Very little experience. We're learning as we go, and it's been an awesome experience, hasn't it, Mark?
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. Oh, that's now we got to go drive this heap around, but I'm gonna run some errands. But I don't know. I kind of want to go for a drive in this after in the freezing rain. Do some drifting with the dually, but you absolutely can drive your classic vehicle in the winter, especially, you know, if it's kind of winter equipped. One thing I would suggest: make sure your wipers are good. We changed our blades, but our arms were tired, so we put new arms on, and they give a lot better pressure. The other thing we changed was the nozzles, because the old style classic wipers don't really have nozzles. They're in there, and they start off the day frozen no matter what. And the engine temperature heats them up and makes it workable, but just cut those fucking tubes off. Buy a Dorman nozzle kit at like Canadian Tire or your Walmart or wherever. It's like 20 bucks, and fucking bypass them in. It's very easy. It takes like 10 minutes to do. We just drilled a hole and where we wanted it to be, and that's it. Good tires. We fixed our heater core, so we at least have heat in the cabin, which is very important. And as long as you don't drive, well, in this, you know, like freezing rain and stuff, even in your rear wheel drive dually, you'll be fine. We're kind of loaded right now, but not even close. I mean, we have a frozen pile of wood chips. It's not really that big. A couple of logs, but let's say the truck is at like 1/5 capacity. That might weigh, I don't know, 1,000 pounds or 2,000 pounds. I don't know. This has been a very good truck to us, though. We're on the fence about it for a long time because it needed a lot of love, and it had been neglected for 50 years. But we did a lot to it, and it's made us a lot of money, and we had to rely on it when our other trucks let us down, or, you know, our other truck needed repairs or routine maintenance or whatever. And this was a very good buy. It's like a truck is like a dog, except you can keep a truck for life if you're good to it. So that's what it feels like. It feels like we still have a dog, and he would have loved this truck. He would have ridden in the middle. Rest in peace, all of it. All right, see you guys later. Girl Dodge. bad camshaft sensor apparently. But who the fuck knows of this truck? So I'm told to cycle the gas or the ignition a couple of times and, you know, shock it into fucking getting started. This fucking truck, man. Always a problem, right? I'm like a block away from my house now. I bought a new battery yesterday, $200. Now I have to spend like $200 on a tow truck to go like fucking 1 minute. It fucking sucks, man. It really, really, really fucking sucks. Hood up, stuck at the gas station. I could be at a worse place, but it really fucking sucks. We tried boosting it, it doesn't work, even though it boosted it before. Mark's off to fucking bring a battery. And I'm gonna try that with jumper cables. We were trying to change it, but the terminals were not in amazing shape, and they fit on very tightly yesterday. So that's that. So cycle. I ordered the parts too. I ordered crankshaft sensor and camshaft sensor. They're coming in on Monday. It's Friday. And mechanic showed me to cycle the key. Oh, fucking right. Since got it. Fucking after 45 minutes. And Mark is here with a battery. Get out of the way so people can fucking percolate here. Oh, there's a tow truck just like I needed. And here comes Mark. Full of shit here, our fucking felling wedges, hammer, stuff we were using. Ratchet. There he is. Good job. Here's Uncle Joe. Just starting him up in the winter, cold start. Change the distributor cap. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, look at that. Oh, what have we here? Indeed. Indeed, my friends. We got the sparklators. Yeah. Fuel pressure regulator coming soon. So apparently problems with hot starts. Now, he's not warm yet. But there's just heat coming out of the dash. But check the hot start. Does that seem like a problem to you? Not to me. Yeah. There you go. All right, here we are. It's -9 Celsius, so I think that's 15 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans. Well, Uncle Joe, haven't started it in 2 days. So yesterday we did not start it, but the day before we did. So we thought we're gonna make a cold start video because we put this 4-barrel Edelbrock carburetor in it, and we changed the intake, and it's been slightly, at first anyway, it's been tough with the starts, on the cold starts. And we put a manual choke, and it's been kind of hard to get the hang of, but we finally kind of got it. You know, I say kind of because there's always room for improvement. And today it's in the sun, so there shouldn't be much of a problem. So there's tons of different procedures that we've seen people do to cold start it. With our 2-barrel, it was 1 pump all the way to the floor. And that's pretty much it. And then it would crank and crank and crank a bit and then come to life. This one, if you do that, it kind of floods the engine. So we had some experimentation having to do with giving too much gas or not enough gas at all. So I'll show you the setup we have here. Here's our manual choke. And there's a gas pedal. So No, it's pretty cold. We don't have a tachometer in here, so I can't show you what I'm revving at. But basically what I do, I pull the choke and I close it. And as I'm pulling it, I give two little shots of gas. Or I give 2 little shots of gas, and as I give that, I pull the choke. One might do, but anyway, I find that if I get it started and then it shuts off, then it's kind of hard to restart. I have to open the choke, or it tends to, I don't know, like get flooded that way. So what I normally do, this is not the 2-barrel that we used to have. The 2-barrel that we used to have, we changed it, and the old one, the original one, it used to take 10 pumps to start in the summer and 15, sometimes 20 pumps of the gas pedal all the way to the floor to start in the winter. So we changed 2 barrels for a Chinese one, and it was perfect. It was 1 pump basically no matter what, with minimal adjustments out of the box. It even worked out of the box, but then we adjusted it, you know, by ear, and it worked even better. But then we changed our intake and we put the new one, and that's been a new adjustment period. So that's the backstory. So this one, although we were expecting it, or we would like to run it, let's say with 1 pump of fuel before starting it, then you start and it cranks up and you don't have to do anything. The reality is we do have to feather the gas pedal, let's say once or twice after starting it, because as soon as it starts, it almost wants to die. And if we feather it to keep it alive, like just once or twice, usually that does the trick and it catches a high idle. So Mark, do you want to hold the camera? Yeah. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you can just like focus on the dash and stuff. So I'll show what I'm doing. So I have the key in, I give a little shot, and then I pull the choke all the way, and another shot. Then you have the gas twice and it's on. And then in about 30 seconds, I'm gonna close the choke a little bit. Yeah, brake pedal, you got to do some adjustment. Well, we got to do some adjustment in a lot of this truck, but you know, the main thing is that it runs and it starts. So that's our cold starting procedure. The choke is still pretty much open, closed. So now I'm going to push in a tiny bit. So it's almost running at like half choke. And then maybe 20 or 30 seconds, I'll push it in a little bit more. And after maybe a minute and a half or so, then I push it all the way in and I open it and I let it run completely open. And it's not, look, you control it, you learn what to do. Even an idiot like me can do it. So I push it in a little bit. And then soon it's going to go in all the way and be completely open. And this is not like an electric choke or divorce choke where you blip the gas and then the choke opens up. There's nothing like that. You have to actually open it up manually and you have to close it manually. The gas twice and it's on. We would run it without a choke, but we find that sometimes we've needed it so far. So we're gonna iron out the starting procedure as good as we can, and then maybe one day we'll, I've tried to start it without the choke with varying degrees of success, but I understand the principle behind it. So now you hear the difference in sound. So now the car, it's not necessarily at what I would call operating temperature, but you can take off with it like this. You can move it. You can drive, it's manual, you can drive slowly. Look, you probably could even go a bit fucking rough, but over here, like the way I drive, especially with the big temperature differences and stuff like that, I've had blown head gaskets before, and I'm always careful. And I don't want to damage anything unnecessarily. And okay, we just changed the wipers. Let's see how they work now. That's no good. It's that one. It's not good. It's too long. What are we gonna do about that? Let's take a look. Maybe. That's an issue. Take the other one, put it back on. Have to solve that. And these ones, they're cool. They have double blades, but they get clogged. They get, the mechanism here gets all snow in it. So, yeah, zoom in. Every time it snows, you get ice. And on these wipers, you can't tilt them up. They go up like this, but that's as far as they go. So you can't put them more than that. It kind of sucks, but whatever. So let's put this guy back on. Does that one work okay now? Different white flavors. We gotta get to the bottom of that somehow. So, in case you're curious, because I know we keep on filming it, but we never upload. So to the new guys, you probably won't give a fuck. But, well, you might, I don't know. But to our subscribers, you know Uncle Joe, you've seen our last video. So that's what he got now. Always water dripping on there, but that happens.
The Great Joe Waterfall.
Yeah.
Wonder of the world. All ours.
Yeah, you know, a lot of these hoses.
We need new hoses for
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we couldn't get it, so we worked with what we had. A 4-barrel carbonator and a performance intake. There's probably one too many gaskets here. There's 2 gaskets, a plate underneath. I don't even know why you need the plate. You should just have to run 1 gasket. And I'm aware there's like a whooshing sound, a sucking sound, but this was like this with our old carburetor too. So I don't know where that's from. Vacuum gauge, test everything. Everything's good. Vacuum's actually at 22 RPM, 22 PSI when it's idling, which is, you know, very healthy. So, you know, it's also a stock engine except for the upper shiny stuff. Yeah, so you just change the spark bladder wires, distributor cap and rotor, alternator, radiator, heater core, starter, master cylinder, battery, and added inline fuel filter, change the heat pressure or the heater control valve here. But there's a problem with the cable, it ripped off or broke, it got stuck. So, you know, we got some more work to do ahead of us. Manual's good.
right back up in there.
Why wasn't this working? I know it was hitting something.
I don't think it was enough pressure in the middle.
Oh, it's because it was too long. It was hitting here.
too long the wrong way.
What was it? Not the same one. Let's try something. Not. Why? It's hard to get out, you know? Alright, well,
I'll stay like that for today.
for today, yeah. Okay, nothing to the road. Came home to get the Tundi anyway.
Yeah, so that's a cold start.
Now, since we're here, I'll at least reverse, unlock the wheel a little bit. Whoa. Buddy, brake lights, are they on?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yes, they are. They're off.
Now, as per our research, yeah. To switch. Now, it's not the easiest fucking place to reach. Just get under the tilt steering here. I see the sensor. It is indeed loose. It's indeed crooked. All right, tell me something, okay, from the back?
On.
They're on, eh?
Yeah.
Now?
Off.
Yeah.
On. Off. On.
What the fuck happened here to make it loose though? Cool. I think we can repair it. Where did I put my keys?
They're on the floor.
Oh, cool.
Well, on the mat
All
that
right. Well, I think we have
covers
all
the
the
floor.
footage we need. But anyway.